Have you ever been in a conversation that felt like swimming in a puddle instead of a deep ocean? You know, those shallow talks that go nowhere, where every sentence feels as bland as small talk about the weather. But what if I told you that most people are stuck having these boring conversations every single day, and it's killing their chance at real connection? If you want to stop shallow conversation and unlock truly engaging dialogue, you need to change how you interact, starting right now. Welcome to the Growth Mindset Project. If you're ready to stop shallow conversation, build deeper relationships, and unleash the real power of human connection, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. Don't miss future videos packed with insights to fuel your personal growth. Let's dive deeper because the root issue is that most people have never truly been listened to. Not for 5 minutes, sometimes not even for one. Think about it. When was the last time someone gave you their full, undivided attention? When you become the person who listens, really listens, you give people a rare invitation to open up. And here's the secret. Your job in a conversation is not always to lead. In fact, the magic happens when you follow. Imagine sitting down with someone and simply letting them talk, following their words and emotions. If you listen, people take you where they need to go. This is how mundane exchanges about work or the news suddenly transform into stories of childhood, dreams, regrets, relationships, and meaning. The key to stop shallow conversation is not guidance, it's openness. The first simple shift? Avoid interrupting. Most conversations are full of interruptions, jokes, topic changes, corrections. But the fastest way to connect is to give people the runway to fully land their thoughts. Bite your tongue when you want to interject, and notice how people begin to reveal more. Of course, there's one exception. If someone is touching on something important or emotional, you can gently pause them. Ask for more detail to help them go deeper. For example, if a friend mentions working hard to please their parents, you might say, "Can you tell me more about what that felt like for you?" This isn't about nosy prying. It's about opening the door for real feelings and stories. When you slow down and ask for depth, you show that you care, without judgment or diversion. Now, being present means responding thoughtfully. But in moments of strong emotion, the best support is often the least invasive. If someone's voice falters or they're processing tough feelings, resist the urge to immediately comfort or fix things. Long speeches about optimism or your own experiences can unintentionally steal focus away from them. Instead, a pause, a genuine, silent moment, shows that you're with them, not just waiting to talk. Sometimes, fewer words are more supportive than any advice you could possibly give. Let's say your friend is grieving or sharing a vulnerable moment. A simple, "Take your time, I'm here," or even a comforting touch, a hand on the shoulder or an honest, heartfelt hug, can make all the difference. The goal is presence, not pressure. By this point, you're already doing more than 90% of people ever will to stop shallow conversation. But now let's take it deeper. When someone shares, you can offer something priceless, an empathetic mirror. Instead of moving on, reflect what they've said emotionally in your own words. If someone tells you about a family hardship, you might say, "It sounds like that experience made you all stronger together." When you truly capture the feeling behind their words, and they nod and say, "Exactly," you know you've built genuine connection. Misunderstandings tend to happen when you try to anticipate what someone will say, rather than being present with what they've actually said. Don't get caught up in past experiences or your own predictions. Focus on this person right now. Summarize from the heart. When you encapsulate their thoughts and feelings accurately, it shows you've really listened, and they feel understood. Let's take a second here. If you're finding these tips helpful, go ahead and hit that like button, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's the deepest conversation you've ever had, and what made it stand out? Your experiences might help someone else break through the small talk rut. Ready to take things to another level? Because even with all these tips, many people still fall back on surface-level topics. The latest sports game, how busy work is, the weather. To really stop shallow conversation, You need to invite people to step into deeper waters. The tool for that? What I like to call chunky questions. Questions with real substance that instantly shift the tone of a conversation. Instead of, "How was your weekend?" Ask, "What's one lesson you learned this year that has changed you?" Or ask, "What's your biggest fear?" Or, "What would you say to someone you love if today were your last chance?" These questions can feel a bit out of the blue, so a gentle segue helps. "Hey, I came across this thought-provoking question and now I'm curious what you'd say." That one little line lubricates the transition from shallow to deep. But here's an even subtler ingredient behind these techniques: your silent presence. This is more than just being quiet. It's about letting your attention settle totally on the other person, dropping your own agenda, and following them with genuine curiosity. Most of us feel that urge to prove ourselves in every dialogue, to be wise, witty, or liked. But the truly powerful conversations happen when you flip the spotlight and just let the other person lead, while you gently guide with soft questions and interests. In practical terms, challenge yourself. The next time you talk with someone, whether it's a friend, partner, sibling, or coworker, give them 10 minutes of your full, focused attention. Start with a chunky question. Follow with non-interruption. Ask for depth around emotions. Offer empathetic mirroring. Stay silent when the conversation is heavy. The results can be astonishing. People you've known for years may reveal stories you never imagined, and acquaintances may become true friends. Remember, the conversation doesn't need to be heavy or serious all the time. The goal isn't to be a therapist, but to foster an atmosphere where authenticity and vulnerability are safe. When you stop shallow conversation, you invite people to show their real selves, and that's where growth and meaning live. And if you want to go even further, learning to express yourself with confidence and presence is another vital skill. But today is about listening deeply, asking boldly, and becoming the person with whom others long to have real conversations. This mindset shift, being present, following, and holding space, is the antidote to boring, shallow exchanges and the gateway to extraordinary relationships. Let's take a quick pause here. If you're enjoying these strategies, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. Your feedback not only helps us grow, it inspires even more conversations about how to level up your social life. To forge a deeper bond, embody curiosity and generosity. Hold space for emotion without trying to solve every problem. Summarize what you hear without projecting your past experiences. Ask chunky questions that fuel authentic discussion, not empty chatter. When you can do this, you won't just add depth to your next conversation. You'll become the person everyone wants to talk to. Now, if you're ready to explore even more ways to break free from surface-level living, check out our other videos right here on the Growth Mindset Project. Don't forget to hit the bell so you never miss the next step in your journey toward richer, more fulfilling connections. See you in the next video, where we take your growth and your conversations even deeper.